In this example, we are going to find the least common multiple of the numbers 9 and 6. Please keep in mind the least common multiple can also be called the LCM. Step 1. Multiply the larger number by the number 1. Of the two numbers 9 and 6, 9 is the larger number. Of the two numbers 9 and 6, 9 is the larger number. So we will multiply 9 times the number 1. 9 times 1 equals 9. Okay, I'll explain it again. Of the two numbers 9 and 6, 9 is the larger number. So we multiply the larger number by the number 1. 9 is the larger number. So we multiply 9 by the number 1. 9 times 1 equals 9. Step 2. Divide the result of the previous multiplication by the smaller number. The result of the previous multiplication is 9. So we will divide 9 by the smaller number. The smaller number of the numbers 9 and 6 is 6. 6 is the smaller number of the numbers 9 and 6. So we will divide the result of the previous multiplication by 6. 9 divided by 6 equals 1 with a remainder of 3. Again, I will repeat. We divided the result of the previous multiplication by the smaller number. The result of the previous multiplication is 9. So we divided it by the smaller number, which in this case is 6. 6 is the smaller number of the numbers 9 and 6. So we divided by 6. 9 divided by 6 equals 1 with a remainder of 3. There is a remainder. Therefore, 9 is not the least common multiple for the numbers 9 and 6. Let me go over that again. Since the result of the division has a remainder, then that means the result of the previous multiplication is not the least common multiple. So therefore, since 9 divided by 6 gave us a remainder of 3, or had a remainder at all, that means that the result of the previous multiplication, which is 9, is not the least common multiple. since we have not found the least common multiple yet, we will repeat steps 1 and 2. In step 1, the larger number will be multiplied by the next higher number, which in this case is 2. Remember, in the previous steps, we multiplied by the number 1. So now we will multiply by the number 2. Step 1, multiply the larger number by the number 2. Remember, of the two numbers, 9 and 6, 9 is the larger number. Therefore, 9 will be multiplied by the number 2. 9 times 2 equals 18. 9 times 2 equals 18. Step 2, divide the result of the previous multiplication by the smaller number. The result of the previous multiplication is 18. The smaller number is 6. Of the two numbers 9 and 6, 6 is the smaller number. So, we will divide the result of the previous multiplication, which in this case is 18. We will divide it by the smaller number, which in this case is 6. 18 divided by 6 equals 3. 18 divided by 6 equals 3. There is no remainder. Therefore, since there is no remainder, 18 is the least common multiple for the numbers 9 and 6. Now, I want to make sure that you understand why 18 is the least common multiple for the numbers 9 and 6. When we multiplied the larger number, which was 9 times 1, we got a result of 9. We then divided that result by the smaller number, which in this case is 6. We got a result of 1 with a remainder of 3. Since there was a remainder, that means that the result of the previous multiplication, which in this case is 9, is not the least common multiple for the numbers 9 and 6. So then we repeated steps 1 and 2. And in step 1, we multiplied by the next higher number, which in this case is 2. We went from multiplying by 1 to multiplying by 2. We multiplied the larger number, which is 9, by the number 2. 9 times 2 equals 18. We divided the result of the multiplication, which is 18, by the smaller number, which is 6. 6 is smaller than 9. So, 18 divided by 6 equals 3. There was not a remainder. Therefore, since there was no remainder, that meant the result of the previous multiplication, which in this case is 18, that means 18 is the least common multiple for 9 and 6. When there is no remainder, that means the result of the previous multiplication is the least common multiple. Feel free to watch this video again and work alongside on a sheet of paper using the given instructions. Use the pause button as needed. Also, like this video, subscribe to this channel, and if this video was helpful, leave a comment.